Yes, my name is Robert Kawalia. We are going to look at how to create customers. Yes, in QuickBooks. So we have been able to see how we can be able to create a company profile, and also how to create charts of accounts. And I said that every transaction in business is a way it is treated in accounting. So that's something that we need to learn. We need to learn how to create charts of accounts. So if you did not get it in the live class, please follow the recording so that you don't miss out on that. Allow me share my screen. We go through our today's topic. You will confirm with me if my screen is visible by reacting or by sending a comment. So we are going to use the same company profile, which is TechLift Academy, stored on my desktop. So I'm going to open it. So as we wait for it to open, today we are going to look at how to create customers. In business, there are people that gives the business money, and through an exchange of either a service or a product, and we call those people clients. So it depends it depends on the kind of the business. So you can find some business, if it's a hospital, they don't call them customers. I think they call them clients. If it is an IT firm, or maybe service, we also call them clients. So in some businesses like a shop, they are called customers. Somehow the others call them consumers or products. So today we are going to see how we can be able to create customers. So after, I think our next discussion will be on how we can be able to create vendors. Vendors in QuickBooks are treated as suppliers. So after that, we shall be able to learn how to create items, like the things that you do in a business in exchange for value. The customer gives you money, and then for you deliver either a product or a service. So shall learn how to create items or services that you offer, all products that you sell, and you see how we can be able to do that. So today specifically we are going to look at on how we can be able to create customers. So customers, I will not be able to go through it deeply, but I believe we all understand who are the customers. But these are the people that the business transact with in terms of exchange for value. They either give you their money by rendering a service, or by giving them a product. So that's what we do in business. So as I said, that in QuickBooks or in accounting, there are things that we need to learn. Yeah, so this is our QuickBooks environment. As you can see, it has the vendors, it has the customers, and it has employees. So we are going to first learn how to create customers in today's discussion, and then in our subsequent classes we shall learn how to create vendors, employees, and also items. So what we have covered so far, we learned how to create company profiles. That's why ours is reading as TechLift Academy, Institute QuickBooks Enterprise Solutions Accounting 18th version. So now we are able to proceed with charts of accounts, and today we are focusing primarily on customers. So customers, some obtain goods or on credit, and some pay cash. Some can pay cash, or we can make a deposit in the bank, or anything, any transaction in whatever way that can be recorded into your QuickBooks application. So to get customers, these are the people that are going to, let's say, who is on the call? Let me check. Okay, anyone. Customer A, I will not use people's names. Maybe a customer A is able to obtain some goods, or you attend today. You attend this training. Let's assume it's a subscription based, so you have not paid. So if you have not yet paid, that means we are giving you our service on credit. Okay, so maybe the service or the item, it is a lecture that you are supposed to pay, but you are attending it for free. So that means we are delivering this service to you on credit. So now we're going to see how you can be able to record such a transaction. So I said, even if you have a relative and maybe you're running a small shop, and maybe he has maybe he's hungry, and you give that person maybe bread or something, you must account for that. So the business is separate from the owner, separate legal entity, and you must account it. And in business, it is usually treated as drawings, money taken out in the business. So it's under equity. So every transaction that you make in a business must be accounted for. And today we are focusing on customers. So now we have various options on how we can be able to go to customer center and we create customers. So now if you click here under the top navigation, you click on customers, there's customer center. There's also another option here. If you click here, you can as well go to customer center. That's why when you hover on it, it tells you go to customer center to view your client list and manage client data and transactions. So if you can choose to choose any, or you can press Ctrl J to use that shortcut and go to customer center. So let me click there. So now we're going to proceed and enter our customers. So now under here, active customers, we do not have anyone. Okay, we do not have anyone. So if we had them, we are able to see a lot of navigations. If we click on active customers, if you click there, you can be able to see that there are no customers. So if you click on the drop down, you are able to see all customers with open balances. So if we close today and the customer has not yet paid us our money, so that is customers under opening balances. For tomorrow, today it is a closing balance, and then for tomorrow it is an opening balance. So there is also customers with overdue invoices. That means customers who have not yet paid us. And then customers with almost due invoices. So among many others. So to create a customer, it is very simple. You shouldn't worry for that. If you click here, there's a lot under transactions. Transaction can be you can create invoices and then you send them away. A statement of charges, sales receipts. In case someone like they have made the payment, maybe using cash, and then you will want to issue a sales receipt, and then you can also receive payments in case someone makes a payment, and also it can be a credit memo. So, or it can be a refund in case someone has ordered for something and then you do not deliver. What do? You take their money in your business when you have not delivered. Then that means you have to refund them. And I say that every transaction in accounting or in business must be accounted for. So so that's it. Maybe if there's something that you need to know, maybe about what is a credit memo. But a credit memo is just a document that issued by a seller to a buyer, reducing the amount the buyer owes. So that is a credit memo. So there are a lot of documents that are used by businesses. There is an invoice. I think we know what an invoice is. An invoice is just a billing statement. You get something and then you can issue that billing statement that please we owe you our money, so you have to pay. That is what we call an invoice. There's another one related to business. There's what we call a quotation. A quotation is just that document that spells out the prices of changing products. So you can Google about those documents that are used in business and such that you get a deep understanding other than having shallow knowledge about it. So now we are creating customers. So to create a customer, you can just click here on you can click on new customer. So you have an option of adding job or adding multiple customer jobs. So new customer, if you click there, then you'll be able to enter the customer. So we are going to explore on that, but seems like there is an hand up, or I don't know what happened. But please, if you have a question, I suggest that you put it in the chat room, such that I can be able to respond to you. But it's like there's something in the chat room. Let me try to open it and see if it's a question. There's nothing, unfortunately. Okay, so now I think we can go back to our software. So I was saying that if you want to add customers, you can just click on new customer job. We are interested in adding a customer but not their jobs. You can click on new customer. So if you click on new customer, it is going to open. So let's assume we have delivered some goods on credit, or we are delivering now a lecture to customer A. Let me use my name, Robert. Robert Kawalia, that's the customer name. Okay. So the opening balance, you can ignore it because we are just entering those that are taking goods on credit. So there is no opening balance. So that's why it is today's date. So the opening balance, you can leave it. Unless today, like you're accounting for the previous period. But if you're entering it now, the people who have taken goods on credit, you must account for them. So now, customer's name, it is Robert Kawalia. And then the company name, I will use TechLift Academy. So you must put account for that. So if it is just a small business, you can put a shop number or something that indicates. So in that business, remember, there's someone who is going to pick something. It might not necessarily the same person who is going to receive. Maybe it is a manager or someone that you know in that business. So the business is TechLift Academy. Maybe you know a manager. Okay. You can give him a title, Mr. or Mrs. Or you can be Mr. His first name. It can be Torin. Torin is okay. It can't be Mr. Okay, Miss Torin. And then middle name, if she has a middle name, you can put it there. And then the last name, it can be Pyre, something like that. Okay. So job title, maybe if that person is a manager, you indicate that she's a manager. You can put the phone number for the company. Maybe you can use that one. You put it there. Work phone number, you can also put it there. The mobile one, you can also put it there. And then the email address for that company. Maybe it is www.techliftacademy@gmail.com. Then if you want to copy to some people the same invoice that you're making, you can put their emails there. Yeah, that's why you're seeing CC email. So this is the main email, and then it is going to be copied to these emails that you're going to put there. So if the business has a website, you can also include it there, and also you can put their fax number and other details. So for the location, where is that business located? If it's located in Nakawa, Kampala, please put it there. So what you do here, it shows this comes by default because we put it there, company name and then also the full name. So it's saying TechLift Academy, Torin and Pyri. So it was set, we have just previously set this, and then we need to go and click here to put the address. That's why you're seeing address details, invoice bill to TechLift Academy, Torin and Pyri. So the person who gets the things is Robert Kawalia, and the person who is going to receive it is Torin and Pyri. If it's the same person, please use the same names here, okay, unless they are different. So where is it located? You can just put that location, maybe Kampala, Uganda. Okay, so now let's assume the person who is getting these things, maybe they have or the company that is ordering for these things, they have a branch somewhere. Maybe they have a branch to maybe Masaka. I'm familiar with it. So their branch is in Masaka. Here you're seeing address details, invoice bill to this person, but ship to, where are they going to be taken? Then you can also put those details. Okay, you can as well put those details. If you click there, you can be able to. So after, if you can also just copy, if you click copy, this means what is here, it is going to go the other side. If you click copy, they're going to go this side. So this means the things are going to come from this is the company ordering, but they are going to be shipped to this place. So if there are more than that, you can go ahead and add the shipping details. Okay, so you can add more and more shipping locations or shipping address details or shipment details. You can edit what you have just put, or you can even delete. So if you want to delete, you can as well do so. Okay, that's it. And now let's add more details. We are now on address information. Let's assume we are done with address information. We have put the customer names, the company, their phone numbers, their fax number, and also their email, and also the website. So the website, I did not complete it well. Maybe it is www.techliftacademy.sc.ug. So now let's go to payment settings. So if this is a formal business, let's assume it is registered. So it must have an account number. If they have, please put the account number where the money is going to be as sent to. And also, if you don't have, so if you have, that's okay, you can include the account number. Then the payment terms. So usually if you click on this drop down here, it shows the number of days. For example, there's 1%, 10. If you pay in between 10 days, between the 10th day and the 30th day, you have a discount of 1%. So if you pay between 10th and 30th, they can also give you this 2%. if there's a consignment, you can also put it there, or if it is on due on receipt. So if you receive, you must pay there and then. So if you can even tell them that you're going to pay after 15 days or 30 days or 60 days. That is payment details. Or if there's something specific that you want to put, that's when you go and click on add in new, and then that's when you can be able to set. So that's why we are seeing the terms. You can say maybe it's a 20% discount. 20%. You can give it a term name. The term name, maybe the term it is 20% discount. If you pay, that's why there's a standard. If you pay net due in 30 days, then you put it there, you receive 20%. So that here they will ask you discount percentage is, then you put it to 20%. Okay. So discount if paid within, if it is paid between, maybe between the 20 days, that's when it is applicable. So if after that, you can just click OK. So that's why it is now enabled, but they give you the discount, the enabled one. So initially the 20% discount was not yet was not there. So now we have just established it. So what is your preferred delivery method? How do you want to send this invoice? Is it by an email, or you want to use a mail? So it can also be none if you don't wish to use the email or the mail. And then what is your preferred payment method? Do you want cash? Do you want bank? So if you click on that drop down, you'll be able to see different navigation. So you can receive by cash, check, American Express, Discover, MasterCard, Visa card, debit card, gift card, or e-check. So if it is cash, you include it that I want cash. So if it is by MasterCard, that's when you put the credit card number, expiry date, name of the card. But this is very important for you. Here you're putting the customer's card number where the money will be chopped. So you put the customer's card details. But remember, this is very information. You're using someone's data or company's information. So make sure that the card's information is protected. Okay. So usually it is somewhere here where you need to protect the customer's transaction, sorry, the customer's credit card information. So it is somewhere, or you can click here, can I save the card security code? So you'll be able to see some warnings about that. So now here there is a credit limit. So what is the maximum that people need to pay? Let's say the goods are worth the net it is maybe 300,000. 300,000. This is the credit limit. So you can here be able to set price levels for your products. Let's say maybe the price level, you can give it a name. Maybe it's an item, maybe it's a laptop, or it's a lecture. You can give it a name, lecture per item, or maybe you can make it fixed. So this price this price level will decrease by the number of items by 0.00%. So if it is, you can increase it or leave it to the default. If it is fixed, you can leave it to that. You can even round it off to the nearest, or you can choose no rounding the price level. And after that, so there are things which maybe if someone orders for maybe 10 kilograms, then you can say sorry, if you orders for something, and then you can, if it's a product, it can be per item, then you can also choose it and then create the item and give it some uh, you can give it the item, the cost, the standard unit of measure, and the custom price, and then you add them there. So usually we do not have any item here. So if it was there, we would have just clicked and selected the item. But for now, we are learning how to enter customers. But the items, all the things that we are doing in our business in exchange of value, they are supposed to be listed under here. So we shall learn how to create lists for the things that we are doing. Maybe if we are doing in services, we include our services that give us revenue. If there are products, we include them there. So lists maybe just for those that maybe want to learn that quickly as possible. You can maybe go and navigate to lists and then choose item list and then be able to do that on your own. So that's it. So usually there's another setting that we need to do. It's under sales tax. So if ours it is disabled because when we are creating our company profile, we did not say that we correct. Sorry, there's a sales tax. We said no. So that's why when you're creating a company profile, you need to be very careful. You need to be very careful, make sure you understand everything and proceed. Otherwise, you're going to reach this side when you are unable. Or maybe what you can do, you can go back and edit the company profile. But the sales tax, usually it is set under edit. If it is 30%, you enable it 30%, and then it is here. You got sales tax, company preferences. Then they'll ask you, do you charge sales tax? If it is yes, so now right now it is on no. Yes. So if you say yes, and then you go ahead and add that tax, that sales tax. That's it briefly, but let's first go back. And then there's additional information. Then there's what we call customer type under additional information. So usually there are different customers in the business. So who is attending today, you are not a customer, you are a consumer. You're consuming knowledge from me. So usually there's what you call a customer, there's what you call a retailer, there's what we call a wholesaler. So not all retailers are consumers. Consumers are the people who actually uses the product or a service. Then a customer, you can be just someone who buys something but you're going to resell it. So you can choose a customer type, you put it there, maybe this is a referral, retail, or that person is also. If you're just a consumer, you can just add it there as well. You can go and click on add new customer type, you put it there. You can give it a subtype of, you can say that maybe if it's a consumer, just a consumer, someone who buys maybe maybe bread or something just for consumption, not for sale. So you can say this is a subtype of retail, and then you just say okay, so it will be there. That's it. Job info it's not necessary. Actually, even these things are not even necessary, the customer type, but you can include it and be able to know that these goods were taken to a wholesaler or a retailer. So that's it. That's what I wanted to share with you this evening. Hope we have learned something. But I say that QuickBooks is not that complicated. Everything is just you're attempting to earn interview, just feeding some information. Okay. So after that, you can just click OK, and then you'll be able to have the customers added. So that's why here under customers we are able to see that there is a customer named as Robert. If we click on that person, we can be able to we can be able to see that customer and his or her details. Okay, so what else that I would love to share with you? Maybe additionally, if you want to add another one, you can as well go and click on new customer and then you add that person there. Maybe if you want to delete, you can as well do it, or if you want to edit, you can as well do it by just right clicking on that customer. I want to thank you all for listening. Back to you, my